Welcome back to the Greener Lawn. Today, I have a special guest. I have with me the Highlander lawn. He is like a little garden gnome. He is a wee guy. He is little. I
But
am sitting
powerful.
I am sitting on the grass and I'm as tall as him sitting up in a high chair. I mean a booster chair. I mean, what are you in over there?
I'm just in a regular chair.
Welcome back. Hopefully your week has been going extremely well. Hopefully everybody has been having a good week, productive week. Things have been going your way. This week so far, I lost my water last week. It went off a couple of days early on me. They had a main break up ahead of where I am located, and it actually cut off, and I have had no water now for roughly almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks at this point without water, and it's doing okay. It's definitely showing signs of stress. It's definitely showing some signs of issues, but overall, it's definitely gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be all right. Kumbaya.
Kumbaya?
Yeah.
Nothing yet.
What's that?
Andy's
He's,
Lawn Care says, Jeremy, how are you?
I'm doing well, Andy. How are you doing? So today, I just wanted, hey Vito, how's it going? Today, I just wanted to talk about like water shutting off and things that you should be looking at doing. If your water's shutting off early, just make sure that you are on top of it, that you know and you're paying attention to some of the issues that you're seeing in your lawn. Don't freak out. It's not going to kill it. It's not going to cause any kind of problems. If you are overseeding, you are going to have to do like a culinary option or something like that for a little bit, just to limp it until it gets a little bit more established. But if you're not overseeding and stuff, just let your lawn go to bed. It's not going to hurt it. I will talk a lot more about that this weekend. I do have a video coming out that I will talk about this a little bit more in detail. That's why he's over here. The reason I wanted to have him over here today is that he was a newer creator over the past couple of years. You established yourself kind of last year during the pandemic, correct?
Yep, first year was last year.
And so he is new to the creator game. One of the things that I really like to see and like to help. And so I just wanted to, like, because I keep getting a lot of people that come to me and they say, what is it that you see, or how do you set up a new channel? What do you need? What are the things that you want to do, or how do you do it? And I don't have a problem going one-on-one with it, but just somebody who's just recently gone through it, I wanted to bring him on and just have him talk to us and go over it. And we are going to, while we're talking about this, answer any questions and stuff that you guys have down in the questions. So it isn't only directly for us talking and talking about this bit. It's more on the lines of ask questions, we'll answer it, but we're going to use this as the filler piece. If you guys are good with that. You good with that? I'm kind of springing this on you.
That's good.
Okay, so
Life with you or interactions with you are always a surprise.
yes, the intro to this new video is going to be pretty good, I think. I really think that that's going to be good stuff.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, it was one of those interesting things.
Nestor says, what's up, guys? Ron says, hello, all.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Nestor. How's it going, you guys? So, like I said, ask questions. Let's see what you guys come up with. Let's see, you know, which ways that we can make this go. But overall, so last year, I know that you reached out to me super early in the season, and we had a sit down and a dinner, and we talked about some of the ways to set it up. And you know, you in depth asked me questions for about 2 hours.
Yeah, pretty close.
And we had a really good, you know, heart to heart on how to set it up, what you should be doing and stuff. So now that you are basically 2 years into this, like, so it'll be a year and then it'll be 2 years next spring, but you've had a couple of years, a year and a half underneath your belt. What is it that has been your driving focus that has made the biggest difference for you so far?
Well, one of the things that I like to do is when I do my videos, every year so far I've done a help me fix my ugly lawn series, because the very first day that I was filming, I was out doing some. I was. I've got lots of personality. It's just in a little tiny container. But I happened to be filming my very first video, taking some soil samples, and my neighbor across the street happened to see me out doing that, and I caught the conversation on the hot mic, and he asked me, hey, you know, how do you keep your yard so green? He goes, I'm so jealous. And as I'm walking across the street to speak with him, he tells me that he's got a lawn service that charges him $500 a year. And I'm going to tell you, and I have no issues. If you have a lawn service that takes care of your yard, by all means, go ahead. I'm more of a DIY guy, but most of us in the YouTube lawn care community are. And I said, you spend $500 and your yard looks like this. I mean, he had weeds all the way through it. He had dry spots everywhere. And I said, look, I don't mind if you have that done, but for $500, you better see some results. And there shouldn't be hardly a weed in this yard at all. But it was just riddled with them. And so that first year I helped him get his yard up to where he wanted it. And then this year I've done the same. And I really enjoy being able to help people. Obviously, when I help them, I like to see the end results from jumping from the way it looked to the end result. And I talk about the steps that go along the way and the journey to get there. And, you know, I don't ask for anything other than their time and their devotion, I guess, to make sure that we're getting it done and that they really roll up their sleeves and get after it. Because my whole goal is to teach other people how to get a yard that a lot of my neighbors, when they walk by, they initially think that I've got some special type of turf that's different than anybody else's. And my turf is exactly the same as all my neighbors. In fact, I got the same turf that I have and the same sod that I have, my neighbor has as well, from the exact same sod farm. So. But that's one of the things I love to do, is help people get their yard to where they want to see it. And to see the final results is really where I kind of check that box for myself.
Gotcha. But as far as establishing, and just to go right here, wife says I should start a YouTube channel. Don't think I've got the personality. Like I said, take it from him.
I don't have that. I mean, I've got a personality. You've got a personality. But don't let that stop you.
Dead serious. People are going to be gravitated to you regardless of what you think you are. You will morph into something that will become something that people will follow. So don't let that be your hang up. Just do it for the enjoyment. If you actually like it and you have a passion for it, people will get and hold on to your passion and actually like your passion. Pay attention to my channel. I'm not a big channel by any means. Other guys have passed me so quickly, but it's okay. Like, it's totally fine. I have a passion for it. I enjoy helping others. I am helping so many more people on the backside of things this year. It's been absolutely bananas for me, and I enjoy it because I'm doing it for a passion of it. Do I want a bigger following so that I can help more people? Yes, definitely. But overall, is that what I'm doing it for? No. If I can help one or two people, make one or two people's day, make a lawn greener, that's definitely my goal. And so a personality is so secondary to all the other portions of it. Not everybody has a personality that has good channels. They can edit, they can do montages, they can have great B-roll, they are funny. You don't have to have a personality
Or funny
to be
looking.
funny. Yeah. Or have height impairment. It's all good, just definitely get down with whatever it is and make it yours. So what is it that let me just make sure that nobody else has asked a question yet. I tried doing videos, ended up deleting them, not for me. You tried though. You definitely tried. That's all that matters.
It isn't for everybody, because it takes a lot of work. I mean, I will say that I never knew how much work it would be until I did it. And granted, it pays off in full and even more than that, but the editing takes a lot of time. When you're learning editing software and things of that nature, that can take some time. I'm not as good as, like, say, John Perry, a one shot, one take and it's done. Kudos to him for being as good as he is in that regard. I was telling Jeremy earlier today that I have a whole file folder on my computer of nothing but bloopers and probably some things that need to be edited out and have sounds like an NFL Films coach's video, but all sorts of things like that. And those things happen, but getting through that and then seeing the final product, and you're always going to have your your people that like your content and are very cordial in accordance with that, and then you're gonna have your folks that are the opposite of that and throwing you some shade.
It's just like right now, there's 10 devout people that are on this live stream. I'm one of them actually, because I'm holding his phone and I'm doing it. So there's 9 of you that are here following it. You know, there's other guys that get on and all of a sudden they have 2,000 people that are like watching their stuff, or 200, 300 that are watching it. Do you take it personal? No. You can help who wants help. That's all it boils down to. If people want to watch for a personality and they're not in it for the grass things, there's personalities for that. There's people who want to help. There's people who have tons of education and can get down to the point and do the science of it. There's all types of things to be able to do. You just find your niche and you just kind of niche yourself in, and then you enjoy what you do. One of the biggest things that he hit on just a second ago, mine is just the helping aspect of it. Whether I'm helping another creator establish themselves, like, you know, Jimmy Lewis or the Lawn Tools, or there's been plenty of other guys that, you know, that have asked me questions over the time. Shortcut Lawn, Pacific Northwest. Yeah, it just, like, I enjoy being able to assist those who are coming up. They all pass me. Do I hold it, like, am I worried about it? No, because I'm doing what I love and what I enjoy. I'm a trainer at heart. Like, I love to train people and I love to, you know, do those helpful aspects of things. And so I'm doing what I enjoy. And so the secondary part of it, of people, you know, like coming to a live stream or people watching my videos, it's so secondary to the comments and the help that I actually provide for people. So once again, that wouldn't necessarily be your niche unless it is. You just find your passion and you niche yourself into it. Honestly, and I've told him this before, I think that his niche and where he does extremely well is in product reviews. I think he should be a product reviewer. He hasn't bought off on the idea yet, but every time he does one of his Son Joe videos, absolutely takes off. Like,
yeah, Brett gives me a lot of, he razzes me a little bit. He goes, "You and D Thatcher videos," and I'm like, which I am putting together one that should be, final videoing should be done this weekend, and then it'll be coming out.
So understand what you're good at and work with what you are wanting to do, like what your passion is. Because, like, it's like with the Lawn Tools, when they were first doing it, they were wanting to do the singing aspect of it and all that. And now they've became, I don't know if they sing as much. Like, I haven't seen as much singing. I've seen a lot more of Johnny on the spot, going places, being interactive out in the community and stuff. And that's definitely paid off and it's worked for them, because that was a part of their thing, but it wasn't what they started. And they, you know, they've kind of made things grow from there. Jimmy has really blossomed into a nice guy thing. Brett's Grasscapades, has done an extremely good job. He's got himself down in Florida now and not really doing much of the videos and stuff, but they've all made their own personas, their own personalities. They're putting out their content the way that they want to do it. And they are being who they want to be. And that's what it's about when you're a creator, is you don't have to fit a mold. You don't have to fit a niche. If that was the case, you'd only need one. And he wouldn't be sitting next to me.
Yeah. Alan's about my height, but that's, you know, I'm not him.
Yeah, and so overall, there's room for everybody. You just got to find what it is and what you enjoy. Let's see, I saw that there was a hello from Keep Off the Grass Livecast. Guys, how's it going? All of you out there in Keep Off the Grass Livecast area. We are on the grass right this second. It is going dormant, so it's probably not the smartest thing, but I'll be out here fluffing it up tomorrow.
Lots of footprints in the yard.
Definitely lots of footprints. Still need to get together. Yes, Rhett, I definitely agree. Help thy neighbor, like you were talking about that, and they said help thy neighbor. That was Vito, and that's definitely. Ned, what's going on? Papa Shafe, how are you? I agree, Ryan.
What's up, Papa
Get
Shafe?
on those reviews. He definitely does a good job. Like I said, that's kind of where I feel like his niche is, and what he is super good at, is filling in those types of things. He wants to do it more of a grass channel, but he just has a knack for the reviews that I just see it in him. Do you have any updates on the test plot areas? Never went down. It never went down. So the issues with the sprinklers that I was having never allowed me to get it down so that I could water it correctly, so that I would have a true test plots. It will be front and center next spring. I'm going to start them off and I'm going to run them from the spring get-go. The sprinklers weren't going to allow for it, and how many times I was watering for the way that I wanted to run the tests. I know it's more of a cop-out than anything, but it definitely will be my spring fertilizer next year that I'm going to come out with early, and we'll be able to see it perform from that point, and I'm going to try to push it through the whole season. What's going on, Connor? How are you? Do both. Yeah, you can definitely do both. It's good when you kind of niche yourself, but you can definitely be a grass / product reviewer. Test plot areas never went down. That is correct, Connor. That is definitely correct. You never came and helped me, Connor. Ned, he's saying hello to Connor. So yeah, overall, if you are looking to make a channel or to get into it, you don't have to do things super crazy. You don't need super crazy setups or anything like that. We're staring at my phone right this second. I have a microphone plugged into my phone. I have a tripod, and it's my phone. I record, edit, upload, and comment back on everything from my phone. 100%. Everything is done on my phone. I do have a GoPro, but 9 times out of 10, my GoPro never even comes out because I forget about it. And it's usually that odd, awkward secondary angle that I'm trying to film with it, but I totally forget about it 9 times out of 10 because my phone is always on me.
Well, to your point, I use my GoPro more than I use my phone, and my phone is my secondary, like a B-roll shot or slow motion or whatever, because it does a really good job at that. And I got my GoPro off of classified ads for like $100, and the great filming and all the equipment is fantastic, and I never dog on anybody for doing that, but you don't have to have anything. Mufflers are great, catalytic converters are great too, but you don't need all the super fancy stuff even to get started. Just start filming and do your absolute best. And for me, when I watch other people's videos, the proof is in the pudding. Looking at a person's yard, I happen to be up north and happened to see the legend himself's yard, and it was amazing.
That'd be Connor's yard that he's like dancing around.
Yeah, so it was fantastic. It was impressive to see it.
So overall, you don't have to have a whole lot. You can get started with what you currently possess. If you're watching this video on your phone, you possess enough to make a video. If it's an iPhone, you have iMovie. There are free applications you can edit in. Yeah, you definitely can get a nice camera. You can get like a Sony, or you can get a little Nikon. You can grab all types of different cameras to record with. And editing software goes from Adobe Pro, Adobe Premiere. What are some of the other
Power
ones?
Director 16, that's what I've got.
Yeah,
they got Power Director 19 out, so I'm not even up to date on that.
Yeah, and like I said, I use a program called LumaFusion, but it's on my phone and it works just perfectly fine. And so you can get yourself started with whatever you have going on. Pete from GCI has the best mullet of all of you guys. That's gonna incite Connor.
Oh, what did Connor do with all of his shaved off locks? I want to know. What did you donate that?
What do each of you suggest for the best off-season steps to take? Still have a little 2021 season left, but already looking to 2022. One, I think that a solid, like the absolute best application that you'll ever do in your whole lawn during the whole season is going to be your winterizer. It needs to feed over that long dormancy period. So you need a good winterizer going down. If you don't have a good winterizer going down, your spring, as it starts to come out, it will like it will take it a bit of time. It will be a little bit slower, but if you get a good winterizer in, which when I say a good winterizer, I like to see a little bit of slow release in there. An XRT, around a 30% XRT, 70 is great. It's one of the ones that I normally run during the summer, but a 30% XRT with about a pound of nitrogen and about a pound of potassium. If you get those two things in there, your lawn coming out next spring is going to be mint. It's gonna look good. It really will, because every time it gets above 40 degrees and things kind of start to wake up for your lawn, it'll get a little feeding, and then when it goes back to sleep, it has another full belly. So it goes back and forth. So that is the number one thing, that if you can do none else, nothing else, that would be the number one recommendation. The second recommendation is to make a solid game plan for the way that you want your lawn to go next year, how you're going to feed it, what you're going to put on it, how you want to push it for next season. Overall, if you put those two pieces into place for next year, your lawn will be a lot better. Hands down. Hands down. Your thoughts?
Well, usually, like when I put my yard to rest, I have always done this before I even got more in depth as to the knowledge base, but I always like to do a nice short cut at the end of the year, and obviously I put my winterizer down. I am a big fan of the Humate that's here sold locally through like IFA or whatnot, and you can get similar products that are out there. It's basically just granular humic acid, but I love that. For some reason, I have done very well, and mainly the reason I like it is because we've got such clay soil here. I mean, it is like, this used to be the bottom of an ancient lake, and because we
Lake
live,
Bonneville.
yeah, Lake Bonneville, and it used to take up a majority of the state of Utah and part of Nevada and in Idaho, and it had the natural dam broke and all that flooded out and went into where I'm originally from, Idaho, and flooded that area. But when it did, it slowly started to recede because all of this used to be at the bottom of a lake, and that's why we have such heavy clay soil in this area. And Jeremy and I definitely have it because we only live about, what we'd say, about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the shores of the Great Salt Lake, and so we have all that residual clay that was at the bottom, and it's very compacted, and trying to amend that is just it does a lot of time.
It's
and
short.
to get
it just
there.
takes time. It definitely takes time. He makes great points. Yeah, definitely mowing your lawn down, getting it down, so that you don't get any snow mold or you don't get any kind of funguses growing underneath
never
it.
had
It doesn't
snow mold.
Neither have I. But you don't get any kind of funguses or any other kind of problems down and in there. It will wake up better in the spring if it's not all laid over. If you can get some heat down and in it, that's why a little spring rake really helps. But if you do it over over the fall, with that potassium hit, it will stand those blades up so that they don't lay down, and it will perform a lot better over the winter. Any more in-depth thing you want on that, just let me know, Ron.
Connor ever say what he did with his locks?
Hold on. Especially now Connor decided to cut it off. I use my phone also. Yes, Connor does use his phone. Steps. What if I personally only have a flip?
A flip phone?
Yeah, you can record on a flip phone. Maybe just audio files, but now you're an audio guy. Wrong. I don't know what he told you wrong for.
Oh.
Hey everyone. Hey Matt. I threw it. What's XRT? It's extended release fertilizer. It's a slow release. It's just extended release. What happens in my area? We don't really have the freezing temperatures. Then you're really going to want to have a little bit of fertilizer, just slowly feeding it. You can put down stuff slowly. If you never go down into like the low 40s, down into the 30s, and where you're getting those freezing temperatures and your grass kind of stays up, then you can definitely spoon feed it throughout this season. You don't want to really push it hard if it's not really growing, but you want to keep a little bit of health in it and keep it going forward overall. Sorry, my phone's throwing a bunch of fits. You definitely want to like just keep it moving forward. You don't want it to kind of like lag behind if it is up and it's not dormant. You want to keep a little bit of nutrients in it. All right, so
Did we ever get context on why Connor said wrong?
it was because they said that GCI turf has the
Oh.
best mullet. What happens if in my area K got that XRT extended release? I have clay soils as well. It's bad. It's hard to work with. Yeah, but you've done a lot to amend that, Connor. You've done a ton. And with all the sand that you've thrown, did you just see how it just got really light?
Sorry, I
Hey,
couldn't hear what you
nobody
said.
asked you. No, nobody asked you. Pipe down. Pipe down.
I hate her.
So, yeah, he has so much sand in his lawn now. I don't know if you really understand that you don't have clay anymore. You've compacted yourself with, not compacted, that's a bad word, but you have built yourself up with sand now. Not compacted. Your lawn's not compacted. How's it going, guys? New to the channel, Green M. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming. Hopefully we can answer some questions for you. Feel free to leave some comments down in the comment sections. We can get to those and answer it for you if you have anything going on. Thank you, gentlemen. Not a problem, Ron. Hi, everyone. Does grass seed germinate on sand? Yes, it can. You are going to want to use something as a top coat on it, something like peat moss, something that will keep it wet, because sand, what it's going to do is it's going to drain extremely quickly and it's not going to hold moisture.
There's no nutrient content.
And so you will need to make sure that you have a nutrient base that you're giving it. It will build a layer of soil in there over time with root cycling and different breaking down of the grass and that, but it doesn't have any nutrient base, so you are going to have to feed it a little bit more and or kind of find some kind of amendments to put in there to start helping it out, to establish some carbon sources, something that is going to help it. But yes, you definitely can. You are going to want something like a peat moss to go over the top of it to retain moisture so that you can get the seeds to germinate and crack. Wrong to Pete's GCI mullet. Yep, exactly. What's the style in North Carolina? Sorry, I couldn't come up with NC for the life of me.
They have a mix, aren't they, in the transition zone in North Carolina?
He said that. Sorry, that's the style. I said what? Yeah.
Oh, the
I can
haircut?
Yeah.
I used to have that, but that was back in the early 90s.
I'm in Virginia and we have clay's soil also. Still trying to learn what to do and when to do it. Feel free to reach out to me, Jeremy of thegreenerlawn@gmail.com. I can have the conversation with you. We can walk you through the steps of what to do, what to get. You know, we can look at what your issues are, what you're working with, you know, what steps will be best for you. It's easy to throw recommendations out, but I like to tailor the recommendation to the person because no two lawns are the same regardless of. We have microclimates within each one of them, and even within a lawn you're going to have microclimates where a place is going to do extremely well and places are going to do not so great, and so you have to kind of tailor it back and forth to make it work really well. And so feel free to reach out to me, Jeremy of thegreenerlawn@gmail.com. And if he didn't hear me, Jeremy of thegreenerlawn@gmail.com. Can you hear me? Okay, he just making sure. Yeah, all right. Papa Moslow, what's going on? Ryobi tools are trash. Hey, Lefty, what's going on?
Left tool?
Yep. Let's get a poker game going. I agree, let's go. Is it a virtual one or are you guys flying out here? Because you guys are all over the world. You haven't came back to Utah yet.
They went to the Masters and World Travelers.
I know, you haven't came back to Utah for a little bit. Come back. I definitely like that. Urban Dad Lawn Care, what is going on? How are you?
Isn't he out of Detroit?
I don't know that one.
I think he is.
Are you out of Detroit, Urban
Go
Dad?
Lions.
Didn't you guys lose this week?
Shut up. I don't need to hear that.
So who was it to? Was it the 49ers?
No, that was a week ago. That was game
Oh.
one. No, we lost to Green Bay on Monday night.
So you guys are 0-2?
Hey, look, I have been a Lions fan since the late 80s, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am full of disappointment, but I am not a fair weather fan.
Good.
When they finally take off and they finally get their stuff together, and hopefully Campbell will do that, you won't be like, oh, you're a bandwagoner, bro. I've been rooting for the Lions all my life. I went through that 2008 season, by the way, 0-16. I never heard the end of it.
Wow.
But we got Megatron from it, so.
Wow. Hard to get grass to germinate on sand, very hard. It is true. If you use some peat moss, something that's going to hold moisture in, though,
We did at
it
Jimmy's.
does make it, you get a lot better chance out of it. That's what you got to do, is make sure that there is something that's going to retain the moisture. But Connor is correct. Love it like... Hey, Wes, how's it going? Thank you for joining. Is Grandma with you? Hello, everyone, including you, Connor. Hello, you two are looking dapper this evening. He called you dapper.
Dude, I usually have my polo on. I got a t-shirt on today.
Yeah. He said, yep. And then go Lions. You don't hear that very often.
No. Brandon Davis, he's a Lions fan.
I don't hold it against any of you
No.
guys. Like, it's not your fault. One day it will be your day. I'm from England originally, and I chose to support the Lions. Wow.
Well,
So let me teach you how football works. When you get to choose, don't start at the bottom, because you have no choice on how to get them to the top. You should just start from the top and then work your way down.
yes, but you're not a true fan unless you go through those hard seasons.
He got to choose who to be a true fan of. So, works though. Beats being a Falcons fan any day.
They've been to the Super Bowl a couple times. We haven't. So
I'm a Niners
but I
fan,
guarantee
so
you,
like
the day that we
I'm not
are,
gonna
I'm
say
going.
much. Yeah. No, and I'm happy. Good to hear that, Wesley. I like that. That's super good. Have you told Grandma that I'm live? I'd rather mow than watch team sports. Hey.
All right.
I'm not even going to argue with you. I haven't watched any kind of sports for a few years. This year I'm back into watching it. It's nice. It's definitely nice. It's fun to root, but I realized why I quit watching it is because there's a lot of stress in it. There is way too much like that you can't control. This I get to control. So I completely understand
shut your
why you're
water
doing
off.
it. I still can control it.
I'm just kidding.
I can definitely still control it. I drink water all day long.
Sure.
Yeah, so I could still help it.
Hold on. Done.
I was a season ticket holder in the 0-16 season. If I can survive that, I can survive anything.
Oh, no kidding.
Did they give you guys a refund at least? Like a partial
no.
refund or anything? Like, dude, that would... At least you probably saw good teams playing them.
I don't know what to tell. Dude, I'm telling you.
I'm trying
What?
trying to be positive.
If you're a Lions fan, you have nothing but positivity, because that's the only choice you have. Period.
Oof. All right. I'm brushing my teeth, so I haven't yet. Okay. Yeah, let her know as soon as you are done brushing your teeth. I'd appreciate that. If your lawn were an NFL team, who would they be? Depends on the season. Last season, it would have been the Lions. This season, it definitely would have been the 94 Niners is what it would have been. Who would your season? It definitely wouldn't be the Lions. Because you actually have a decent lawn.
Well, I guess if I were to say that I would say Arizona, because it was so dry this year.
That would be your lawn.
Yeah, well, it was a struggle. I mean, to keep it green was not. I mean, it was a trial. They put us on such tight restrictions that you had to become extremely creative and know how to water and do it right, or else you had dry spots everywhere. And I've even had neighbors come by and thought that I was cheating the system, and I wasn't. I stayed true to the restrictions. I did additives like hydratane and things like that, but proper watering will literally, hands down, save your lawn.
True. I actually have a video for that. If you guys haven't seen that, it's a good video. I like that video. I thought I did a pretty clean job of editing that one. I've watched it a couple of times myself. Okay, maybe like 5,000 times, and that's all the views. But
He likes to.
yeah, I like to. I like to
his
support.
numbers.
Yeah, I like to support my own self art. Right. Let's see. Not even a free hot dog. I don't know why we're offering hot dogs to people at this point. Let's see. Not even a free hot dog. It can't get any worse, right? They didn't even give you a free hot dog for going 0-16. Ah, got it, Detrice. Got your email. Thank you. I will get to that in just a second. That just popped up on my phone. So I did get that. Thank you for listening to me on that. See, some people do listen to me.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Green Bay, only 'cause it's green, wink, wink.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is growing a mullet out this year, so maybe he is a fan of Connor's. I don't know.
Could be. Definitely could be.
I think he has more of a man bun than a. He's got the whole thing up here.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, Backwoods Lawn? How are you? How's everything going? Dennis, how's it going? Yeah, Bermuda. Dead serious, if Utah doesn't pull itself out of whatever it's going on, Bermuda's going to be the new grass type, and I am not rooting for that.
Nope. Wild Bermuda up here is a pain.
I am not rooting for that. I have to, there's a spoiler alert. I have to burn my lawn down in the backyard because of how much Bermuda has gotten back there and how bad it's gotten and out of control. I was going to try some other ways of killing it, but I went back there and was inspecting it, and it is everywhere.
I haven't been back there. I'll have to look.
Everywhere back there. So next season, I get to burn down my my backyard and start it from fresh. When I say burn down, people really think that I'm taking a lighter.
Blowtorch to it?
Yeah, lighten it up. No, I'm going to use glyphosate. Maybe I'll get it for the biochar and burn it up. But most likely, I am going to just glyphosate it and kill it. That is the way that I'll do that. I will use all my PPE. I will be safe. I will follow the labeled rates by all means.
What's PPE stand for?
It's the little guy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the little guy. He's my PPE.
Oh.
Yeah. Give in, boys.
Give in, boys.
Yeah, I don't know why the left tool wants to. They hate us
because give in to the warm season grass. I'll bet you that's what he's talking about.
Oh, he has said alpha grass. Oh, ick.
Sorry, bro.
Ick. It's left tool. Ick. Why? Anything that you does fine, whether you mow it or you vacuum it.
I thought you guys painted it this last year. I think they painted it green, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I think it was Left Tool's house that they painted it green with dye of some sort. It looked good, especially when the neighbor's yard was brown as all get out. He'll respond to that.
True. Okay. Let's see, give in.
Dude, they are
yeah,
all
they're starting
over
to come,
you, bro.
That's not a man bun for Rogers. It's a.
Well, I don't know that there's anything manly about a bun, but
a girly bun. Yeah, well.
To each their own, bro.
Yeah. Ow!
Geez, sorry.
Hit me
Dude, there was four of them. There was four of them.
You just got super aggro right there.
Well, because every time I come to his house and the sun sets, I get chewed to pieces at his house.
You just hit me in
I forgot I had my sunglasses.
With your sunglasses.
So I forgot that I had them on top of my head.
Like my dirty feet?
The only good mosquito is a dead one.
Yeah, well, so's my toe, though.
Well,
settle down
suck
over
it up,
here.
Buttercup.
Wow. Warner Brother or something like that. Don't you know that TV network? Warner Brother?
Oh, jeez. Wah, wah.
Yeah.
I'll be here. Thanks. I'll be here all evening.
All right. Sorry about that. Back to the regular scheduled program.
Is there really
Do
a regular?
not hit me
Is there
with your
really a
glasses
regular
again.
scheduled program?
No.
Okay,
Do not hit me with your glasses again. Oh. Alpha grass, great. Laugh out loud. Paint, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever you do.
So.
Sorry, left.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one, so I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to see it. Will you send it to me personally, Left Tool? I would like to see you not paint your grass. But like I said, if you can mow or you can vacuum your lawn, you know that there's a problem with it. I couldn't vacuum this because the lushness and the beautifulness of it would definitely be sucked up in the vacuum and it'd cause damage. That weed, you're not damaging it. You're not damaging it.
Are you talking about Bermuda grass?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
weed.
yeah.
Oh, he
That-
knows what I'm
yeah,
talking
that
about.
weed.
There was no doubt on
Yeah.
his mind.
I
He
thought
knew
you might
that
have
I
been
was
talking
talking.
about something else. But
Oh no. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. The controlled weed that they grow. Oh, do you know that? Do you know who
No.
you just heard? Okay. Good.
Nope.
So
They're
I'm
probably
gonna.
calling me about my car's extended warranty.
Yeah. Did you know your car's extended warranty is out? We can help you with that. Yeah. So overall, yeah, I didn't see how I didn't hit you with my glasses.
No, what kind of voice was that?
What one?
I said, "What the hell, Bobby?" I saw propane and propane tank
I don't know.
accessories.
When they come out, they
Jeez
just come out.
Louise, bro.
All right, so we're getting eaten by mosquitoes. Do you guys have anything, last requests, last things? He'll go do a belly flop on my lawn. What do you guys got for him? He probably wouldn't do a cartwheel though.
No, I'm not.
49ers rock. I like that.
Oh,
Good call, Wes. So overall, any last things, anything on your guys' mind, anything you guys want me to answer before we let this go? If not, as a creator, you know, one of the best things is being able to help others and being able to have this interaction. So I always appreciate you guys stopping in on these lives, commenting, talking, and speaking back and forth to us. It makes it super worthwhile, and I enjoy it. I like it to
I
where
don't do them that much. We need to do them more often.
I'm down. I do them every Wednesday. So this is the Honeydew Live list, where we usually talk about what's going on in the lawns and that kind of thing. So any last parting questions? Any last parting thoughts? Any last parting cracks at little short guys?
Like that's anything new. Wesley says, "How are you doing?"
Doing well. Thank you, Wes. Really appreciate that. Hopefully everybody has a great week. Hopefully your weekend treats you extremely well. Look out for my channel. It's going to be having a video drop on Sunday. It'll be helpful for those who are losing water. It definitely is going to be good. If you came up short on having a bunch of water, the short guy over here will definitely help you out. He is the Highlander lawn. I will have his name and everything posted down below in the links in the description. There's no links to you. I guess there's a link to you, but down in the description below.
I'm the lost link.
Is there his? You're in the little crack.
Yeah.
Is there any last parting words that you'd like to say to everybody?
Hey, anybody who watches my channel, I appreciate it. I
Thanks,
love
Dennis.
the interaction. Thank you so very much. Love the and then the community. You know, those of us that are in it, all the positive comments that are made and all the unity that's done there. Not you know, especially when there's no shade given. I really enjoy that, being able to converse and pick people's brains and ask questions. And you know, if I think that I know it all, it's time to tear it down and start over again, because I guarantee I always have something to learn from someone.
So two of my favorite Kentucky bluegrasses that I have personally used. I have used quite a few. There's a couple of unnamed ones that I got with my hydro seeding that they've never given me the name. They're just kind of like, it's just our blend. So they've never given me their names there. But I've seen and I've had Midnight. I have used Barenbrug. I have used the GCI Turf. And overall, I really have enjoyed the way that the Barenbrug and the GCI Turf have really performed, because they've done an extremely great job. The Midnight it was a little bit slower. It wasn't as aggressive, but its color is pretty mint, and so I liked it. And then I've just, like I said, I've had a couple in my lawn that came with my hydro seeding that were unnamed, and they did decent, but not as well as some of these other ones with some more of the stress tolerances and the green tolerances for what I was looking for, because that's exactly how I built my lawn. after my first initial hydro seed. So the hydro seed was sprayed, didn't know what their blend was. It was before I was a creator, before I realized what was going on. And so I don't have that piece of it, but overall I have built it to a pretty decent green. And a decent tolerance to stress and heat and stuff. And that's how I built it.
We've got a couple questions.
Okay.
A couple people have said tonight, thank you. My channel is the Highlander Lawn. Look it up if you'd like. Then Urban Dad Lawn Care says, I just overseeded with Barenbrug Turf Blue Pro with RPR, and it's looking great. And then, man, I need new glasses. Then I have the question is, does Kentucky Blue need overseed?
Does Kentucky bluegrass need overseeding? Yes. So the reason why, so here's the reason why you would want to do it, is if you're seeing some kind of stress in your lawn that you need to address. So if your lawn is rocking and doing well and it has no issues, then no, you really don't have to overseed. But if you're seeing something that's coming up short, it's not dark enough for you, or you're seeing some stress, or you're seeing some heat, or some pest pressure and stuff. Different seed types are genetically modified to be able to address these issues. And so that's what you're going to want to overseed with. So yes, you can if you're seeing issues. If you're not seeing issues and you feel like your lawn has been rocking and doing well, then no, you do not need to overseed. That is the biggest, it's like where people kind of get caught off guard when they are doing this, because they hear everybody, oh, we're doing this, and everybody's like, oh, goody, we're throwing seed, I'm gonna go buy seed and I'm gonna throw it. Well, if you didn't address your problems, you've just wasted money and could have created some different problems that you could be seeing. So you need to step back, take a double look, and see what seed and what kind of things that you are addressing in your lawn versus, you know, just going out and just tossing any old regular stuff out there. I just did a video on that, and if you want, I can send it to you, but it's the last video before this one, and you can just go check it out, and it kind of like breaks it down and tells you kind of about what you should be looking for. The chat is going crazy right this second.
Yeah. You guys and the O'Doyle's rule. That was by Left Tool. Green M says, "Coo, thank you for that. I was leaning towards those two. I would like to use rye, but it gets hot over here in Fresno." Urban Dad Lawn Care said, "Great explanation." Dennis says, "Milo has a new product called BYU."
I like that. I was wondering where he's going with the BYU comment. Good job, Dennis. I like that.
Connor says, "Throw her down?" Question mark.
Throw her down. Let's hope for the best.
Throw her down. Let's hope for the best.
Yes.
I haven't had my chance to do that with the glasses and the polo or whatever that he gives to everybody.
We're almost in the dark.
I know. The geese are flying south.
Yeah. Dead serious. Hopefully we start getting moisture is what I need.
Wesley says, "Have a beautiful night, buddy."
You too, Wes. You too. So with that said, we are going to go ahead and sign off for the night. I am Jeremy of the Greener Lawn. This
is Ryan of the Highlander Lawn.
Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest to your week. Make her green. Ugh. Now it's the journey to turning it off. Oh, night, guys. All right, night. Fresno State Bulldogs. Okay. All right. They're going to beat my Utes this year. My Utes aren't going to win any games.
Are they playing Fresno?
I have no idea. I haven't looked at their thing. Night.